Hello guys, welcome back to another Exiled Kingdoms live commentary. Today I'm going to be presenting an analysis on my Mage build and farming. So let's get into it right now, let's get to the point. So, as a Mage Summoner, I need to complete my build, so I'm going to be farming for a while in Sunken Citadel. The reason for it being that it just offers lots of gold and experience points. Gold being in the form of drops of the Minotaurs and loot from chest for very applicable to sell in towns via merchants. And the Minotaurs themselves are not too much of a threat, especially towards my summoner build, which I will discuss right about. Actually, I should discuss that now. So let's go over my build at the moment. So fundamentals of it is basically I summon a golem. My summon will tank most of the damage from the enemies, and I'll be able to attack from a distance to prevent any exploit of my weaknesses, which is health points and defense as a whole. So I don't want to be receiving any type of damage in general. This is true for any type of mage build. So just keep that in mind. Quick tip, I guess, for those mage players out there that want to play mage but are not too sure how to. We also have the companion, which currently I have as Urge, and the main companion you want, because Urge is actually going to be able to. Urge is a cleric, and she has heal wounds, the skill, at her disposal, and currently it's upgraded to level 103. She's able to distribute 125 health to the entire party for just 18 mana. It's quite worth it. Very powerful skill for clerics, and also a reason why clerics are quite powerful. So yeah, it's cool is that the wounds skill is actually able to affect the Iron Golem or the summon, and or any other entity within your party. You want me to do that? Freak. It's really nice because as the Iron Golem tanks damage, Urge will be able to heal the tank, or heal the golem occasionally. But usually, it's usually the other way around, because the AI is not too smart, and Urge will end up tanking instead of the golem. It's just like, wow. It's like, bruh. Okay. So now, we can go cover the specifics, some specific information. So I guess we can go over the route I take in Sunken Citadel. So I access Sunken Citadel usually through the teleport runes, or teleports from Northern Nori or the Maze of Lameth. Usually Northern Nori. It's just way too accessible there. Because why not? Consume less resources using teleports. I really highly recommend using them. You gain access to them from defeating the Under King. So I'll follow this usual route here. access the room, teleport back. I'll clear out the cave system or the grid first. Usually depends on what I do, I guess. I don't know. But that's my basic route, and then from there I'll decide whether I want to use the teleport runes, use the Skull Recall, or simply respawn all the enemies in the dungeon for another route or run, which is what I'm about to do now. So I'm about to, or actually already, didn't I just do that? I did that already. So if you didn't know, you could actually leave an area, or whenever you leave an area and you save in it and then you load it again, it respawns all the enemies within the game except the recurring ones and the non-recurring enemies, such as one-time boss fights and the enemies within the area you were currently in during the save. So that means you could use this method for respawning enemies in dungeons, and it'd be useful for when you're grinding, just like I am right now. So usually hers would use the runes correctly. Alright, oh, she actually did there. That was a nice save. Sometimes the AI has its flaws. I wish I could, it would be cool. A really nice suggestion is ability to control the companion skills. Maybe like a sub button on the UI, some sort of feature. That'd be nice. But I'm cool with this at the moment. It's nothing that bad. Doesn't affect gameplay too much. But so I'll aggravate the enemies and allow them to target the golem. From there, I will just attack from a distance. Not like what I'm doing here. I actually aggravated the Minotaur there. And you see that, you'll notice if I am targeted, I like to just run away because I do not try to engage in close quarters, especially with melee enemies or enemies that deal melee damage. It's just, you want to attack from a distance, trust me. The golem summon. Alright. So let's go over the loot, some quantitative data over the dungeon runs that we farm, experience points and mana. So per kill, you'll receive around 300 to 200 X. I'm not sure because I actually have this data might be unreliable because I have XP bonuses from multiple different sources, such as intelligence and XP bonuses. But I would say around 200, maybe like 200 something experience points. Just about 200 per Minotaur slain, and around what was that? 100 for your companion. Companions earn a proportional fixed amount of XP every from any source of XP. So I believe it's like 20%, something like that. So your companion will never be a higher level than you unless you equip them with really high XP bonuses and equip yourself with really low experience point bonuses. Okay. So the drops here you can expect to get are quite valuable, very useful if you're able to spare them. You simply just sell them to merchants in towns. They sell for, I would say, an average price of like 1,000 each. 1,000 to 1,500. That's the range you're looking at. And I just died. Oh no. All good though, because I cleared the cave first. But yeah, don't do what I did there. I actually engaged in a really bad situation where I shouldn't have even attempted to fight close quarters with those 2 Minotaurs. I just got ganked. But let's try to do this quick speed run here, I guess. Redeem ourselves. Don't worry, the Mage Summoner is not this bad, guys. It's quite hard to play, but it's not a bad build at all. Very powerful indeed. One of the most powerful builds, I would say, in the game. Rip tank. So, alright, that's a bug. It's not a bug, but like, they're not attacking. I'm not able to deal damage to them because they're stuck in the doorway. I think it's like a feature the developers added so that you couldn't like defeat bosses through AI flaws. But what's really cool about the Iron Golem is that they have really high elemental resistances. So the enemies here, namely the oracles, Ashen oracles, they will fire lightning projectiles from their staves that will deal shock damage. And since golems are basically immune to them, immune to shock damage, and immune to stun effects of shock damage, it's just provides even more of an advantage for me to use golems, iron golems, which are originated from the Earth Mastery skill. So it's very effective, especially for this situation. Very useful in the art. I thought that song as well. So we're just going to use a kind of save exploit here. If you don't know, you could export your game file save and restore it whenever you need to, and it acts as a save. I guess it substitutes for a save, quick save button. Oh, this is a warlord, they're quite powerful. I'm not too sure where's my, okay, party, there we go. Trying to get from the tank, into moving tank. Or at least the warlord will target. The rest of the party, but here we go. See there? You can see that the golem basically takes no damage and is dealt no damage from the Minotaur oracles. Lightning bolts. Very rarely will they be affected by it. Like, occasionally they'll get like stunned for 4 seconds, but other than that, that's it. As far as I've known, for the 20 hours I have with the golem, I've never seen damage dealt or shock damage dealt to golem before. Iron golem, at least, has been summoned. So we could actually recover after disabling the Minotaurs. Oops, I didn't need to do that. Frick. All good. I have a lot of mana to spare anyway. It's about 485 mana points. Very powerful build. So Now I can go over some info about, I guess, beginner mage players. So, or this is directed towards beginner mage players. So if you're going for glass cannon build, such as mine, you want to focus, prioritize trait points into intellect, and then personality. Whatever you do not dedicate any points into strength. It does not benefit you at all, except for maybe a couple conversation options or like extra quest options. But other than that, it's basically useless. I was able to save more time by dedicating points into intellect and personality than I was to ever do strength. So just don't ever dedicate points into strength. That's my basic point. So intellect, then personality. So you want to balance it out, because intellect from 4 to 5 costs 5 points, but personality from 0 to 2 costs only like 3 points, right? So just think about that. And they provide the same amounts of bonuses. That unless you need actual intellect points, but yeah, here's my trait points. Currently trying to save up for intellect 7, so that's pretty nice. And these are my traits. I maxed out staff mastery, lesser summoning. This is a prerequisite for your summon skills. Every type of summon skill. Mana Surge 3, why not? Extra mana, saves gold, saves time. Mage Armor 3, Mage Armor 4 is a bit too expensive. Mage Armor Barrier, this is a very fundamental part of, I would say, any mage build. It's very powerful. Receive 40 shock damage for each time an enemy will attack you using melee damage. If it's ranged, then unfortunately it doesn't affect them, but with a stun chance of 30% and knockback of 2 meters, which is quite far. And so in fact, if we do count calculations here, the current level of Mage Armor we have 5 hits. The spell lasts for 5 hits, so 5 times 40, that's 200 damage for just 9 mana. Of course, it'll sacrifice a bit of health, but I mean, that's just a no-brainer. Arcanus 3 for my staves, especially useful, but not too much in early game, so I would actually recommend this to be your last skill to dedicate in. Earth Mastery 3 and then Summoner 2, because you want to have a really tanky golem. I haven't finished the golem yet, so in fact, I haven't even finished the build. I still have maybe 2 more levels to go until this build is complete. And even more levels to go if I'm planning to go sooner forwards, because elemental active skills I need to obtain, which is Lightning Bolt, Ice Storm, and Fireball. So I need to obtain those quite soon. So for my cleric, I've equipped her with a tank and healer build. So she mainly prioritized. Oops, used the wrong potion there. I mainly prioritized her personality, because personality increases mana per level. For clerics, intellect increases mana per level for mages. There's a bit of information you could get. So yeah, I equipped her with a tank and healer build, so she's able to tank some damage, deal some decent DPS, not too much, not too big, In fact, she's only doing at the moment 19.7 DPS with the current weapon she's equipped with, which is the Bone Mace. I have that equipped because it provides actually an extra 20 mana points, which is, if you think about it, an entire activation of the Heal Wounds ability or skill. So that's quite so nice. So here we go, running routes. I believe we cleared the entire dungeon now. There's no Minotaurs. We spot our way back to the door, or to the exit. We're gonna simply just use a skull recall. I could easily just have activated these levers to unlock the magic barrier to teleport back to New Ground, but I'm too lazy. I am too lazy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use teleport recall scroll and use the boat ship captain to transport us back to New Ground. Sapphire. Alright, pick Sapphire, that's cool. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how much you could really make. So I'm currently $136,000 or gold. On my person at the moment. So now once we sell all these items, I even have more in the bag of holding, and this is just from 2 runs, but keep in mind 3 is considered out. Keep that in perspective. And I don't even have max recoveries either, so you could farm even more without having to go back into SC. But here we go, that's it. $151,000. So that was about 14,000 gold just from 2 runs, and it's in a good amount of XP. So that's it, guys. That's all I'm gonna address in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.